Good afternoon, my name is Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest, and today I'm at property address 18250 Southeast Langensand Road here in Sandy, Oregon. We did the first scope in the rear of the property. There's a 4-inch ABS cleanout, and an offset joint from 56 feet from that point of access stopped up the camera. We found another cleanout here at the front of the home, 4-inch ABS, and we're going to see if this gives us any better luck getting over that joint. Here we go. And it does transition pretty much immediately to 4-inch PVC pipe. So where I just popped over, that was the joint that went bad. On the other video, I'll put both video links online. But yeah, I already have that marked for spot repair. It's in the front yard, marked with a green X at 3 feet deep, and does require spot repair to correct the offset joint. Okay, and here at 114 feet, we have reached the main lateral out on Southeast Langensand Road. Okay, I'm just letting the line drain out right now. I wanted to mention on the camera at about 110 feet, I'll get the exact spot, just before it transitioned over to concrete and tied onto the main lateral. There is a Y connection on the line. I do not know what it's connected for, so I do recommend contacting the city to see if there's any contract for easement or anything like that for another property to tie onto this line. It's possible it could be a party line situation. It's hard to say, but I will point that out when we reel back here in just a moment. It does transition to a 6-inch concrete there at 112 feet. That's the last 2 or 3 feet is concrete. And right here at 110 feet is that Y connection. You can see that on the left side tying on there. That's what I think should be. They should contact the city just to make sure that that is okay to exist that way and whose line it is tying on, or what kind of line it is tying on. At this point, I do not know that, unfortunately. I'm going to keep reeling back. Okay, here at 91 feet, we do have some pretty good debris buildup. They almost look like washcloths. They're pretty thick rags. I'm not entirely sure why they're getting stuck there. Sometimes with root intrusion, what will happen is roots will pop through, and then everything gets stuck to them and covers them up. And that's possibly what we have going on here. With the debris and stuff sitting there, it's impossible to say. But the joint is a little bit offset here. It doesn't meet up flush with the next piece of pipe. So I am going to locate this, find out where it's at exactly. But I think we may have a root intrusion here. It just looks like every other root intrusion I've seen where they get covered up by the debris that gets stuck to them. I will locate and mark this and mention where that's at here in just a moment. I was just noticing there on the bottom of the flow line, you can see two spots where there's two little strands of something popping through. Those could be small root strands. It's very hard to tell as there's just too much debris packed up right here. Okay, I did locate and mark this. It's at the very, very edge of the, or the very front of the driveway near the street. I've marked it with a green X. It's at 5 feet deep. It is under the concrete. And again, I think there's a good chance that there's a root intrusion here. Either that or it's the joint is offset enough. It does kind of, I don't know if you can tell that, but the bottom of the flow line there, you can see where the pipe does not meet up flushly with the next piece. This piece of pipe could be angled up just enough that anything that's coming up to this is having a hard time getting over the top of that. Or there's a root intrusion coming in through here that's caused all that debris to pack up against there on that left side of the pipe. I don't see any other spots so far that have debris build up like that. Generally, debris buildup happens kind of in an even fashion. You normally see the debris all over the place and not just in one particular spot, which is what makes me think even more so this could be a root intrusion. And the joint I can see at the top there is a little bit separated, probably about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. So I am going to recommend, with some hesitation, a spot repair here. Might be a good idea to do a hydrojet first, or run an auger down the line to clear that out, or at least get some of the debris out of the way so there's a clearer picture of why that's happening. It's either generally due to roots coming through, or again, it could be offset just enough that the debris is having a hard time making it up over that little lip there before you go to the next piece of pipe. I'm going to continue rolling back. Okay, this right here again at 31 feet from the point of access. This is a offset joint. And actually, just for the sake of simplicity, I'll just use this video, and I'll put the second video on in case someone wants to watch it, but I will reference everything off of this video. It's a 31 feet from the point of access at the front of the home. This is where the offset joint is in the front yard in the grass, and it's at 3 feet deep. I'm sorry, I take that back. So this here at 13 feet from the point of access is that joint. It looks like there's another offset joint in the line at 31 feet. I'm going to push back out there and locate that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and locate and mark this. It will also be in the front yard, marked with a green X. Okay, I do have all the repairs that are necessary mapped out. The two most important are the two offset joints at 13 feet and 31 feet. The possible root intrusion out at 91 feet where there's the debris packed up against the left side of the pipe. That one's still kind of an unknown. It could be packed up there just because it's having a hard time flowing over the top of that piece of, or the joint. So it's a good idea to run an auger through there, clear out the debris, and then most repair guys have a camera. They can run the camera back down there, see if it will need repair or not. At this time, there's obviously a reason why the debris is packing up at 91 feet. It's just unknown why. I'm going to go ahead and pull the camera out.